on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Watch tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Check 3, check.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down at 4. Hurts. This will go to Henry out wide. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Check right 54.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Alert! Hey, 24. Watch the screen.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award.
Right here. No, no, 59. 36.
Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Watson's throw is on target to Duvernay. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 36. 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll check this down to Hines. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Duvernay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Batson now bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They gonna need some therapy.
Play action. Here's Hurts. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
10. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Go, Shaq.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Stop your whining. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Houston.
Here we go. Deuce. Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts.
He'll get this complete to Batson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Let's see what you got.
On first down, Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. 19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the whip.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The final shot before the break. Watson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A final shot before break. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most... Overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Watson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Hurts thrown here into the hands of Moore.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 54. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Watson.
Check.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Choose the mic. Here we go. Tight end left. 4 down.
Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for the Titans. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Jones has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
One tight end. You got three down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. 20. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He gets it to Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
59's Mike, 59's Mike.
Watson. And this will be caught.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 7.
60 Bison. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hurts.
Three down.
He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
On first down, Hurts. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Being chased out left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Throwing now, Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Watson off play action. Flushed out right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.